Alright friends, welcome to this final video in which I'm going to conclude the topic about functions. There were a couple of more things that I wanted to share in this video. One, how you can use variables in the functions, and two, I wanted to share with you some examples that can help you reinforce the concepts that we covered in this video. Okay, functions can be used the same way as you use variables in all types of formula, assignments, and calculations. Okay, let's do one more calculations regarding centigrade and Fahrenheit. Let's get started. And in this example, I'm going to show you how you can swap variables or change arguments. Okay, so let's get started. HTML, open up the body tag and open up the paragraph tag and say ID is equal to demo. Close the paragraph tag. Alright, and open up the script tag and begin writing script for this HTML file. Document dot get element by ID demo dot inner HTML is equal to, hit enter. The temperature is plus, convert it to Celsius. Okay, that's what you're trying to do, 2 Celsius. And the Fahrenheit temperature given is 72 degrees Fahrenheit plus, okay, Celsius. Okay, this is how we're going to get a very clean and polished answer, something that we did not do in the last example. Function 2 Celsius, this is the name of the function. Okay, and the value is Fahrenheit. Okay, remember to use the same spelling when you call this function. Open up the curly bracket, hit enter again and write return 5 divided by 9 times, open up Fahrenheit okay minus 32. Okay, and close the statement, end of statement. Close the curly bracket and close the script tag. Okay, close the body tag and also close the HTML tag. Okay, we're going to run this file now. Save it as function return. Alright, let's save this file, and I also want to save it as HTML. .html, save, and let's run this file. Return to, the temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. Okay, so you have a better answer than the previous one, which was this guy here. But I also have a trick to reduce the decimal places, which you're going to learn in the upcoming videos, and also you're going to be learning a lot of different ways in which you can easily add the unit, call the unit, okay, from pre-made classes. Alright, with this I'm going to conclude the lectures on functions, and before I move on to the next lecture, next topic, I would like to give you some examples to work on. Okay, these are like a, I really want you to master these exercises before we move on to the next lectures, because you know each thing builds on the other, and function is one of the fundamentals of JavaScript. And as I told you, functions are just like you have subroutines in Visual Basic, and you have the other code blocks in Java, and these are the same things are known as functions in JavaScript. So they are designated to produce one result. And let's try to take a look at some of the examples. What you're supposed to do is just pause the video, take a look at the example, and try to copy the example in Notepad and work with the answers. If you have any questions, you can always add a comment below this video. Let me delete the screen and add some examples. Alright, this is example number 1, and you need to add the call the function here. Okay, and once you're done, this is your script. Okay, and then you have to call the function, and within the function you have to display hello world. Okay, so let's see if you can do it. The next example I have here is, let me delete the screen and show you the next example. Alright, this is the second example. It looks similar to the first one, but try to run it like this. Okay, and my func is, and try to correct it. There are some mistakes in this code and this code won't run properly. So try to correct it and tell me how you did. Okay, here's the third example, and you have to add code here. Okay, where I have commented it, function my function, and then add code here so that you can see this function. Okay, perform any kind of computation, add code here as well. You would need to enter arguments. You could add a function in which you say return a times b or a plus b or a minus c, and then provide here you would say a comma b, and here you would provide arguments for a and b, which would be like 4 or 6 or 20 or 31 or anything, any number that you want to add. Okay, just make sure that the data type is number, not decimal. Not yet, because we still have to do a little bit of more on data type manipulation before we come there. But right now I want you to use just simple data types. Let's look at this next example. Okay, this is the fourth example, and display the result here. You're going to be displaying the result here, which means you're going to call my function here. Okay, and demo, and then you're going to display the result as whatever is done by the my function. Okay, so name, you have to write name and enter the value of name in there. For example, you could add my name or your name, Zubia, plus it's going to add hello Zubia. That's how it's going to say in the end. Your output should be hello and your name. Okay, just pause the screen and try to copy this program. The last example up next is looks something like this. Let me delete this. Okay, here's the last example, and this is completely open to whatever you want to type in, and it gives you complete freedom. This is just the structure and the frame, and you can add any kind of code, any kind of formula, any kind of assignment operator, anything that you want to do. Just display your result. All right, with this I'm going to end this function series, and up next we're going to talk about JavaScript objects. Remember in the previous examples we were working on, for example, person is an object, and an object has properties and behaviors. So person has eye color, hair color, skin color, job, and qualification, socioeconomic status, marital status, religion, language. All of this is information related to the object called person, and person could be anybody. This person could be you and me, or anybody, and each individual person will have their own set of properties and behaviors associated with them. Okay, so my information is definitely going to be different from yours, and your information is going to be different from your father's information or your mother's information, because everybody is unique in many ways, and that's what makes an object unique. Objects are unique, and they have specific or related information associated with them, and that's what we're going to study in the next video. video number 16. But let me tell you that you cannot proceed beyond this level unless and until you have a sound background on functions and how functions and scripts work together, and how functions are called outside the script or within the script. Okay, functions can be called outside the script or within the script, and how you can change arguments in the function. So let's make sure that you are completely solid at this point before moving on to the next stage. Okay, practice these examples, and before that make sure that you practice using a lot of variables. Okay, play along with your numbers, and let's meet in the next lecture, JavaScript objects. See you shortly.